Hi, I'm Boabuk. I'm playing a quick 1 point game. Uh, so this will be a very short video, I'm guessing. So he played 4-1. He played it very strangely here, so I'm going to play 2-1 like this. So I'm going to play as flexible as possible. If he had split with the 1, I wouldn't have been able to do this. But he got the 4 anyway. But that doesn't. But I don't mind too much. You see, now my 6s play fairly well because I can hit on the 5 point. So that's the main reason why you played the 2-1 like that. Even if he gets the 4, it's still pretty good. He got the 5 as well though, so not the best. The 6 I think I have to hit. I have to try and keep aggressive here. I have to try and build something. But it keeps hitting me, which is not good. So this will be a very interesting game. It might not be as short as I anticipated. Okay, so the 4 makes this point here, which is very good, and the 6 makes the bar, which is also very good. So that was a very good roll for me. I still have a very big deficit when it comes to the race, but he can't really play safe, so I'm fine with it. I'm probably going to get quite a few shots here. And he opted to play this, which is very interesting. I'm not really certain about it, to be honest with you. But the 5-3 isn't the best, to say the least. I don't want to hit him on the 5 point, I don't think. Or do I? I mean, you could play 13-5. That is a possibility. But it seems strange to give up this point so early. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to try and stay as flexible as possible, even though it looks a little bit crazy. I'm still very much in the game, and I'm keeping all my assets, essentially. That's a very strange move. Okay, so with the ace here, this is definitely hit, because then now I can hit without leaving the midpoint or the 3 prime. So he got the 5. 5-3, you say? Okay, so I think I have to come out with 5 and slot the 5 point with the 3. I'm going to try and start building now. I've been waiting too long to do that. 4-6. I could hit from like this distance, and I think I should, even though it leaves a lot. I'm just hoping that, you know, once he'll roll something bad, you know, he'll roll a bad entering number, and I'll be able to build my 5 point. We'll see what happens though. Okay, I don't really have a good 6, so I'm gonna have to do this. And that's actually a problem. I actually don't have any good 6 at the moment. And I wonder if that is because I've played poorly, or if it's because, I don't know, maybe I was forced into it. I'm not sure. 6-1. So here's the problem, right? I want to play the ace here, but then I don't have a good 6. The fact is that I don't have good aces either. So I have to do this, which is awful. This blot here does not contribute to the position at all. So this is bad. I kind of need a 5 to justify everything, which I got. And now I desperately need to start building points. So I'm actually going to bring the deuce down here, even though I'm leaving the mid. I have these points now, so it's fine. Double 6 is pretty funny. So I slotted the 2 point, so I think I have to make it. And then I have to struggle to make these points right here. That seems to be the logical way to play. Okay, so he opted for this, but now I can hit here, and I have very good control in the outfield. Unless he rolls something great like this double 4. Still, I mean, I'm very, very much in the game. It's not. I don't really have a problem here yet, but that's an interesting way of playing it. Actually, making the 4-point. He's actually just going for it right now. It was very unfortunate that I danced, but he didn't get a hit, so it's kind of fine. Ooh, this 6. This 6 though. Do I lift one of the ace or do I come out? I think I have to lift one of these, because if he gets 3 on the bar, then I might have to stay on the bar for quite some time, so I think I had to lift one of them. Usually in these types of positions, it's always correct to come out, but I judge my... Okay, maybe I was wrong. But I can't judged my timing to be good enough anyway, but I could roll poorly here, and yeah, probably should have come out with a 6, even though I left 4 blots in the outfield. I think it was worth it. So with this double 1, he should break a point. This is a mistake, I'm fairly certain. 5-4 comes out, because it's important to come out. Okay, so this is forced. The 3 here, and this one here. The 2-5 backgame is, you know... I was kind of forced into it here. It's not the best backgame, but it isn't the worst. Like, it can lead to some shots. I'm gonna place the 2 here, so I have a spare here as well, and the 5 out. Now I have good timing. The double 2 is very good for him because he gets to break this 8-point, which is a problem for him. What does he have that plays poorly in the 5-2 backgame? The deuces don't play very well, so I guess that's the thing. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do this. And then I want to build this point right here, so I'm going to bring these guys down here, so that I'm very flexible to build that. But I want to bring 2 out, because I need good timing. But yeah, I guess these deuces are the ones that play poorly, right? Yeah, these deuces play poorly. So deuce here, 3 here. I want to make this point as fast as possible. If I can make this point, then I actually have threats. Ooh, the 6-5. He left the shot immediately. Maybe I shouldn't have left blots. I don't know. It was very unfortunate not to hit, because I am absolutely a favorite to hit. But it's not like I was an overwhelming favorite or anything. So I'm gonna bring this guy over, I think. Okay, 3-2. So now it's gone from being a back game to simply being a 2-point game, which is not good. He's probably not going to leave a shot this turn, so I'm going to slot this point. Very important that I make it. I mean, of course, if he had rolled 1 awkward deuce, it could have been like that, but I want to make this point. I really do. But he doesn't roll awkwardly at all. So it seems that that shot that I got was the one shot I'll get. Because, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to resign the backgammon. And there we are. Thank you, reasons why. Let's go into our match converter. Even though it's just a 1-point game, DMP matches come up quite often. So it's very good to check out what you're doing wrong. It felt like I was forced into this back game. Generally, you don't want to be in back games, but I kind of was forced into it. And it's a fairly good way to, you know, try and keep yourself in the game. So let's put it on analysis and then make it so you guys can see. There we are. So this is all checker play. There were no cube decisions, of course. And here we go. Okay, so it wasn't actually that poorly played by me. I didn't make any big mistakes. So let's just look at the Session statistics. Oh, I got a 3.6. That's very good. He got a 10.2. So let's go through this, because DMP is very, very interesting. So 4-1, this is very strange. It's not like a huge mistake, but it's very strange to play 13-8. 1-2, yeah, the correct response was the slot. The thing is, if you had played the 4-1 correctly, played 4 down and ace here, then the 2-1 would have absolutely been a split. But he got the 4 anyway, so he got ahead because of this. And he played it correctly, bringing 2 up. That's interesting. I think it is because essentially when the 4 is here, of course, and after I'm on the bar, my 6s are more likely than other numbers, and the 6 will play automatically. I'll play out and hit here. Now by playing the 3 up, he makes it so that 4 makes an anchor, which is good for him because he's ahead in the race, and the 5 hits, which is also good for him. So that makes sense. So 2-6 and 5-3, so things went that way. Here, yeah, okay, it doesn't really matter much, right? No, it doesn't matter much. But he made my 6s play good here, so... And I rolled a 6. But he hit again. You see his advantage is slowly creeping up. 5-1. Yeah, I have to keep hitting, right? Yep. 5-4, just make the 20. 4-6. Make the 20 and make the 7. That was correct. 5-4. Yeah, he should have slotted the 4 point here, actually. And I can see why. Here's the thing. I'm so far behind in the race. I'm 36 pips behind in the race. So that if he gets hit, it isn't a big deal for him. So he should play super flexibly. Like, he should play the most pure plays he can make to try and gain the points that matter to him. And the points that matter to him are the 7, the 4, and the 3. If he can get these points, then I'm stuck in this really bad back game. So slotting this 4 point makes a lot of sense. Okay, so this 5-3. The engine actually wants to hit on the 5 point. I was curious as to if I could do this at all. And my play just played 23-15. I was just trying to gain some outside control here. But the fact is, you have to keep applying pressure to him, right? You have to keep adding it up. So that was a bad play by me, or doubtful, I guess, but whatever. So the 2-3 here, yeah, he should come down with 2. I was correct. I figured that he should. And the reason, like, okay, hitting is clear because he doesn't want to allow me to gain control in the outfield, like, at no price, so he has to hit. And the 2 makes sense to come down because it blocks 6s from here. The 11 is a point at least. Like, he should be building anything really to gain some sort of control. So okay, 1-2. Yeah, nothing strange. 5-4, yes. 5-3. Oh, that's interesting. Well, it wasn't a big mistake, but the fact is, I'm actually overvaluing the 13. I'm noticing this here. I'm overvaluing the 13 when I have the 20. Because when you have this point, I know that the bar is less valuable, but the engine, like with this 5-3, just randomly decides, oh, I don't want the 13 anymore. Just come out with a 5 and down with the 13. Just play really pure to try and make this 5 point. I try to make the 5 point by breaking my prime, but I could have played purely and kept my prime. So that's interesting. 2-1, yeah, yes, makes sense. 6-4, yes, I had to hit. 6-4, of course it hits. 2-6, yes. That was the only thing that makes sense. 5-3. It makes the 3-point, of course, because it's an important point to him. Ace-6. Now here's where it started to get like really bad for me. I noticed that my sixes played awfully. But the end, and I made a note of this, that I didn't have any good sixes, but the engine says, yes you do, you can still have 13-7. That's still a 6 you have, because the 13 point isn't valuable at this point, because I have basically all this defense. It's fine to leave the 13. But it's not very natural to do, it's not a very human thing to do. So 5-2. Yeah, he should even here slot the 4-point. Like he should be the one like applying pressure by like playing super pure. You can see how much his equity has gone up since I slotted the 2-point, because it's a terrible point. 2-5, 23-18, 13-11. Yep. Nothing strange. I fan. No, he doesn't get a move. That was very interesting. It didn't really matter that much to him. So I opted to make the deuce point here. Was that a big error? It was an error. I figured I'd slotted it. Why not? But it is true that I'm putting another guy back here doing nothing. I should just work on 4-point. That is just all I should do. I should do that right now. This 3-1. Yeah, again, he should play really pure to try and make the 4-point. I don't really understand why you would hit and then play this, because you're still leaving sixes. I mean, you're actually reducing the amount of shots by playing down, and you're placing yourself flexibly to make the 4-point. So that was a very strange decision. 5-6, of course, hits. Double 4. Okay, so yeah, I don't know why I didn't see this, but yeah, of course you make the 4-point, but you actually shouldn't hit, because it gives me timing, which is interesting. 4-2. Of course, okay, make the 7, which he did. 6-1. Yeah, I had to come out here. I made a note of this afterwards, that usually it's correct to come out, and I remember that the saying isn't usually, it's always. I remember this afterwards, and I was like praying, oh, I hope I still didn't make a mistake, but I did. Yeah, you should always come out. You basically need to come out with whatever checkers, and always, so that you don't lose timing, because you can roll something bad like a double 3. Say that he doesn't hit anything and I roll double 3, then I really kick myself that I didn't bring this guy out. 3-6. Okay. Yeah, he actually shouldn't hit anything. He shouldn't give me any more timing here. 5-3, and this 1 deuce. Yeah. He has to hit on the ace point. I didn't comment much on his place, but he has to hit on the ace point here, and this is very clear actually. And basically, when you have to hit someone to avoid like him getting to avoid him having a really good position, then it's actually okay to hit another guy. And the reason is that basically you want to freeze me. You want to freeze me for a bit while you try and work on this goal of making the ace point. So that's why you want to hit 2 guys here. But I fan anyway. Double 1. I figured you should probably break a point, and the 8-point seems a good point to break, and this is true, but his play wasn't bad actually. 5-4, double 6, and then this 2-1. You should actually break the 8-point here now that I'm on the ball. Then there's double deuce. He played 8-4, 8-6, 3-1. 8-4 deuce 2 is actually better. I guess you're closer to breaking the 6 point there. Still. Okay, so this double 6. Okay, there was no really good way to. So the plays didn't, make much of a difference. But let's see, what was the correct play? Oh, the correct play was to slot the 4 point. But actually, I thought I had to come out from the 23. But it doesn't seem I do. It seems I have good enough timing anyway. So I should slot the 4 point and then bring one guy out to be able to cover it. Okay. Not a big deal. Let's just see. This 3-2 was also misplayed. But not by much. 6-4. I should have played, but 17-14? Okay. I don't fully understand that. But it wasn't a big deal anyway. Actually, none of these were big deals. Yeah, this is a bad roll. Denny's is a huge, huge favorite. And yeah. Not much I could have done, it seems. But very interesting. These back games are very, very difficult to play. Either side you play them on, they're very, 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 very difficult. And these, even though these are like small errors, the games can tend to take such a long time that you really need to cut even these guys out if you play. So this was very interesting. Thank you guys so much for watching.